Breaking news tonight reveals new details in the ongoing investigation into Jeffrey Epstein's exploitation of young women through a modeling agent. According to reports, Brazilian women have come forward to share their experiences, alleging that Epstein used Jean-Luc Brunel, a modeling agent, to recruit young women and girls. Brunel facilitated travel to the United States for these individuals, often under false pretenses. Evidence suggests that he and Epstein collaborated to arrange visas and travel for underage victims. The investigation has uncovered that Brunel's agencies in the United States played a significant role in securing travel documents for Brazilian victims. Additionally, documents and testimonies indicate that Epstein was present at modeling events where victims were recruited, further strengthening the case against him. One of the victims, Glosha Fekete, recalls how Brunel visited her family home in Brazil to persuade her mother to let her travel to Ecuador for a modeling contest. Fekete's mother was suspicious but eventually agreed. Brunel's actions at the contest in Guayaquil raised red flags for other participants as well. Another Brazilian woman, identified as Ana, corroborated these allegations, detailing how Brunel and Epstein worked together to arrange United States visas for her and other young women. That's despite their lack of modeling experience. These revelations provide a deeper understanding of Epstein's extensive network and methods for recruiting victims across South America. This situation continues to develop. Officials are expected to further investigate the extent of Brunel's and Epstein's collaboration in exploiting young women. China's National People's Congress has formally endorsed a 5-year plan that aims to position the country at the forefront of technology and maintain steady economic growth. The event, held in Beijing this week, highlighted China's determination to compete with global rivals, particularly the United States, in technological innovation and economic development. During the Congress, Chinese President Xi Jinping and Premier Li Qiang emphasized the importance of these goals. The plan sets an economic growth target of 4.5% to 5% for 2026, alongside a goal to reduce emissions intensity by 17%. These targets reflect China's commitment to both economic stability and environmental sustainability. China's focus on technological advancement and economic growth is part of a broader strategy to establish itself as a global leader. This plan, consistent with previous 5-year initiatives, underscores the country's ambition to influence global technology and economic trends, potentially reshaping international dynamics and trade relationships. The situation is expected to evolve as China implements its ambitious goals, with ongoing assessments of its progress and impact on the global stage. Recent U.S. and Israeli strikes have caused significant damage to several historical sites in Iran. This includes the Golestan Palace and the Chehel-Satam Palace in Tehran and Isfahan. UNESCO has confirmed the destruction, and Iran and Lebanon have requested additional protections for other cultural landmarks. The strikes have targeted sites of immense historical and cultural significance. The Golestan Palace, built in the Qajar era, and the 17th century Chehel-Satam Palace are among the affected sites. UNESCO, which designates sites of outstanding value to humanity, has already listed these places as under special protection. The Masjed-e and the Karamabad Valley, featuring prehistoric caves, have also been impacted. Human rights advocates warn that such attacks not only harm the cultural identity of the Iranian people but also highlight broader concerns about the protection of historical sites during conflicts. The strikes have drawn international attention and raised questions about adherence to international humanitarian law. The situation remains under observation, with UNESCO and other international bodies urging all parties involved to take necessary precautions to avoid further damage to cultural heritage. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says the country is waiting for the U.S. to approve a major drone production agreement that would improve air defenses against Iranian Shah drones. The proposed deal, which would cover various types of drones and air defense systems, is seen as a critical step in modernizing Ukraine's capabilities as the conflict with Russia continues. The agreement, if approved, would provide Ukraine with advanced systems capable of protecting against swarms of Shah drones and missiles. This Russia has been using extensively in recent attacks. Zelensky highlighted the importance of this technology in countering the Iranian drone threat, which has emerged as a significant concern following the Iran war. Additionally, the deal could enhance Ukraine's diplomatic leverage in negotiations with Russia and other international partners. As of now, the Ukrainian president is optimistic that the situation in the Middle East might prompt a swift decision from the U.S. on the drone production proposal. The U.S. and Ukraine have a long-standing partnership in defense. This agreement is expected to further strengthen the relationship while bolstering Ukraine's defensive capabilities against ongoing threats. Democrats in the United States Senate are pressing Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth for details on a possible United States role in the strike on an Iranian school that killed 168 people. This includes about 110 children. The letter sent to Hegseth questions whether outdated or faulty intelligence could have led to the unintended strike during a joint United States-Israeli operation. The Pentagon has confirmed it will respond directly to the letter, addressing the concerns raised by the Senate Democrats. The letter's authors, nearly every Senate Democrat, asked detailed questions about the incident, starting with whether the United States was responsible for the strike. They also inquire about the accuracy of intelligence used in the compliance with rules to prevent war crimes. The use of a Tomahawk missile, a type of cruise missile used only by the United States, suggests a possible United States operation. However, the Pentagon has not reached a final conclusion on the incident, and the investigation is ongoing. Experts and officials have cautioned that the evidence is still being reviewed. As the investigation continues, the Senate Democrats are seeking transparency and accountability for the tragic loss of life in the school strike.